Alrighty, morning folks. So as you can see here on your screen, I have collected a few dried pitchers. These are the dried pitchers of Nepenthes gracilis, the common lowland pitcher plant that is native to all of or most of Southeast Asia, but commonly found in the lowland swamps of Peninsular Malaysia especially. So what I'm going to do here today is I'm going to dissect some of these pitchers to show you just how effective they are in catching prey on their own. Note, I have not fed any of these pitchers since they were formed. So I just left them outside, of course on the plant. I left the plant outside to catch prey all on its own. So story behind this, I have actually tried dissecting one of these pitchers outside and I saw just loads of ants being collected in the pitchers themselves. So I thought, why not I just film the rest of the dissection process to show you guys just how effective these plants are at catching prey in the wild without any need for human intervention. So here we go. I've got my little tailor scissors right here. It's used for cutting fiber, but it'll do. Really sharp. It's a big improvement from my old mustache trimmer that you guys have maybe seen a while ago that I was using. So what I'm gonna do here is just gonna cut one by one of these. Of course, I'll be I don't know. We'll play by ear. Maybe I'll just saw this picture in half or something first, and then we'll pour out the contents. And after that, I'll gather the contents in the center of the black smudge there. And we have a total tally of just how many ants there are. But first, of course, so that's the top of the first picture removed. Let's see. Ooh, it's a bit dark. See if we can get a zoom. Hold on a second. Let's hope the camera doesn't fall over or anything. Is it still a bit dark? Yeah, it's a bit dark. It's okay, maybe I'll just pour out the contents. So, alright, this is a small picture. Let's see if there's anything in there. Oh, what gives? Nothing in this one. Maybe they're all stuck or something, so just to be sure, I'm gonna cut this picture lengthwise to show if there's anything inside. And indeed there is. It looks like the okay, sorry guys, that wasn't in focus. Looks like the prey items, or what were the prey items, are stuck on the inner walls of the picture. Let's see if we can get better lighting. Okay, there we go. And okay. Give it a little tear and you guys will be able to see more. Yep, so there it is. There, putting it in the light. And you can actually scrape the contents off the walls of the picture. Wow. So they've already been digested, I guess, which is why you're left with this pile of dust. It's probably just the leftover exoskeletons of the prey. I mean, if they were invertebrates. I'm guessing these are all ants, so I'm gonna pour them all on the paper here, and that'll conclude the amount of prey items caught by this one single miniature pitcher. I say miniature because these plants are indeed very small. They're not they're not as big or as showy as the highland species, but nonetheless, as you can see, they are equally, if not even more effective. I've been to the highland habitats, and sometimes when you look into the fresh open pictures of the pitcher plants like what was it again, Ramispina and Sanguinea, some of them don't even have much prey items in them, maybe one or two large I think bees and wasps or something like that. But if you want a true ant killer, this is it. Okay, so I'm gonna dissect this one. It's a slightly larger one with the leaf even still attached to it. Of course, I'm gonna get rid of it now very quickly, so hopefully this video doesn't go too long and half of you fall asleep. Just gonna cut this picture in half. Okay, get into focus. Oops, barely missing my finger there. Now let's see if I can pour anything out. Yeah, there's some stuff. But once again, I guess the majority of the contents are stuck to the walls of the picture. So here we go. I'm gonna cut it lengthwise again. There we go, the contents already spilling out. And I'm just gonna do a, well, so-called blunt dissection with my fingers. Although this thing is already really crispy, like toast. Okay, this one has lots of stuff in it. Like really, wait, where are my tweezers? Okay, tweezers to the rescue. I'm sitting at a really bad angle, but bear with me guys, bear with me. Okay, shaking the contents off of this one, and the majority of stuff is actually here. Let's see if I can get a better angle to work with. The light's in the way. Okay, screw that. Yeah, here we go. I'm gonna dig it out. It's gonna come pouring out like coffee from a packet. That's loads of ants right there. Ants and other prey items, I guess. But mostly ants. Because I observed there's this particular species of ant living in my garden that just loves to go for these pictures. Okay. Wow, that's tons of it. There, from 2 pictures only, we have this many ants. I don't even know if you guys want to count them. I don't even know if we can. Don't even know if we could, even if we wanted to. I'm guessing at least, I don't know, at least 500? No, not 500, maybe 200 ants. Yeah, because of their small size. They're the kind of small little brown ant here. I'm no entomologist, so I'll be excused for not knowing their species name. But either way, let's continue. There, top of the 3rd one off. Give it a tap. Once again, nothing in there. Which just goes to show, you know, like we've already dissected, well, this is the 3rd one, 3 pictures by now. And so far, all of the prey items are nicely glued to the wall of the picture. And I'm not sure if you can see it here. Yeah, but this is a good shot, so I think I'll zoom in for you guys. Hopefully the camera doesn't tilt over. You can see that the prey items are gathered all at the bottom of the picture. Glued really nicely here. You know, it's like a melting ice cream where if you leave an ice cream out for too long in a cone, all the melted ice cream, the juice flows to the bottom of the cone and gathers there, and it's just waiting to drip out the moment you poke a hole or bite a hole in it. Yeah, it's sort of like that. Okay, too close. Zoom back out again. So, ooh, my hands are really dusty from all the digested ants, or really the exoskeleton of the ants. Okay, there we go. Let's see what we reveal in here. Let's see, there's still so much more ants stuck on the walls of the picture. You can actually see the digestive glands. I'm not sure of the name of those, but I'm pretty sure those are digestive glands. You know, they secrete enzymes to break down the bodies of whatever prey item they catch, and they reabsorb them. They reabsorb them through these little glands. You know, those dots on the interior wall of the picture. Let me see if I can get a focus. Nope. I guess we'll need the macro shot of that. Okay, so that's our third one done. But before that, let's just scrape everything here. Okay, third one done. Here comes the fourth. Give it a quick cut. One thing I noticed, these strands of prey items are still very sticky. As in they, I don't know, maybe it's just static electricity, but they still seem to stick onto everywhere, especially my fingers. Okay, that's a lot of ants. Whew. Okay, this one was full. There we go. It's actually like the color of peat. This dark grayish brown. To some extent, it's a bit silvery. Like some parts are shiny. Of course, those must be the those because of the exoskeleton of the ants. You know, sometimes their bodies are a bit shiny, especially the abdomen of some species of ant. Oh yeah, speaking of which, you guys can actually go on YouTube and search, what was it again? I think Nepenthes, gracilis, using rainwater or something to catch their prey. I forgot who recorded it, but was it Siggy? No, I'm not sure. But anyway, oh wow, this is a good shot. This is a good shot. There, can you guys see that? It's full of prey items, and like I said, it's all concentrated towards the bottom of the picture. So these prey items, while they may actually still be afloat in the picture when they first died, but eventually they all sink down and they either get pasted on the walls of the picture or they get concentrated right at the bottom, which is really cool. So yeah, I guess more win for the picture plant. So yeah, back to what I was saying. You guys can actually go to YouTube, or I think just Google it just to be safe. Nepenthes gracilis using rainwater to catch their prey, or something to that effect. You'll actually see somebody's uploaded a video on how the lids of the picture, you know, let me get a fresh one. Okay, how the lids of the picture, while they're still, you know, fresh and alive, how they actually are sort of these active or semi-active catapult traps to actually hit their prey into the picture itself, something like that, whenever there's raindrops coming from the top. So what will happen is the Nepenthes gracilis produces nectar to lure its prey item here near to the picture mouth, or better yet, walking on the picture lid itself, or the underside of the picture lid, where the nectar is most abundant, as I'm sure some of you also observe from other Nepenthes in the wild. And what happens is, when it's raining, if a raindrop were so happen to hit the top side of the picture lid, then the prey item would be catapulted downwards into the picture, like that. So I guess that's got something to do with the special mechanism of the hinge right here. I guess it's some sort of really what we call sturdy material, maybe more cellulose there or something like that, so it won't break even if there's rough handling. And I've actually noticed this. If you bend back some of these picture lids too much, they'll break. But with gracilis, Oh well, this one's dried. Yeah, like that. If it were a fresh picture, that wouldn't have happened. It'll just sort of bend. Maybe you get like a 60 degree sort of thing. But anyway, I'm no Nepenthes expert. I'm just trying to show you guys what I observed. And yeah, by documenting them on video and showing them on YouTube. Let's just get rid of this piece right here. There's still some ants stuck there, but I'm sure you guys have seen enough of that already. You guys get the idea just how much prey these ants, these pitcher plants actually catch in the wild. Be they ants or anything else, they are definitely effective. So the point of this video is really to show you guys, if you have a pitcher plant grown outside, or if you're growing any sort of carnivorous plants outside, there really isn't any need to feed them. They catch their own prey pretty effectively, and don't have to worry about them not getting the required nutrients to grow and flower. They definitely do, and in some cases they can catch more prey than you can artificially provide them. Look at this. Just peel this apart. I'm bad at camera focus, but okay. Unless it's macro photography. Macro photography, my area. Okay, here we go. Shake it all off. It's like coffee grounds. So yeah, well, if you look at it from the other perspective, what I'm actually saying is Nepenthes gracilis is a great pest control. If you think about it, you know, you leave one plant there in maybe a season, a growing season, when the wet season is here, the humidity is high. So in one growing season, maybe it can produce, like, I don't know, if you're a healthy plant, maybe 20 to 30 pitchers in just 1 year, which is what I've done. And each pitcher captures about, I don't know, from each pitcher, maybe 100 ants, at least 50. We're talking at least 50 to 100 and maybe even 200, depending on the size. And if you have like 10 pitchers alone, that's already 1,000 to 2,000 ants dead. So they make a fantastic pest control. You know, you can just leave one plant out in your garden, or maybe next to your kitchen window, and these ants, instead of coming into your house, they're going to be attracted by the sweet nectar that's coming off of the lids of these pitchers. Trust me, they are sweet. I've tested, I've actually tasted, not tested, well, yeah, tasted and tested the nectar or the excretions from some of the pitcher lids of certain species. I think it was Epiphyata, I forgot. Well, it was something like that, or maybe a hybrid. So, and yeah, it's definitely sweet, sugary sweet, in fact. So these ants are definitely drawn to these lures produced by Mother Nature. And what happens is quite evident. They get massacred on a scale that only, well, up to now, only commercial pesticides and insecticides can do. That is, kill them in the thousands. Of course, you know, realistically, we aren't talking about a complete elimination of the ants, as in killing off the queen from the colony. That's not going to happen, guys, because, you know, some ants do make it back. You know, Mother Nature never kills stuff in nature never kills another or rather drives another species to extinction, you know, just so it is able to sustain one species. Even the worst of parasites, they always leave their hosts alive. So you could say that the plant is actually living off of these ants, much like some kind of parasite. I don't know, guys, I'm no ecologist, but yeah, so back to pest control. If you guys are looking for a natural means of pest control, especially when we're talking about ants or anything that likes to eat nectar, in fact, you just plant one of these plants, leave them out in the wild, leave them out in the open, and eventually you cut down at least you know, thousands of ants in a short time, especially if you have like all the pitchers open. Of course, First of all, you have to grow the plant well, so I encourage all of you to go onto the ICPS website, or I like this particular website called the Pet Picture Forum. They are a group of very dedicated tropical growers who, to some extent, I guess, are more familiar with growing Nepenthes or the tropical pitcher plant, more so than other genuses of carnivorous plants. So I think this video has gone long enough. It's been, let's see, 20 minutes. So thank you all for bearing with me. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. This is one last look at the contents of the pictures. Let me just give you a last quick zoom of it. Hopefully we get a good focus this time. Nah, it's not happening yet, at least. Yeah, there we go. As close as I can get. This camera is better for long ranges, not so much on the short range. So okay, just from, I think, what was it, 6 pictures? 6 or 7? I forgot the exact number. We have managed to collect so much ants, and I hope you guys have now a better understanding of just how effective these plants are in capturing their own prey. Okay, so I'll see you guys next time. Peace.